Today is Friday, March the 20th, and coming Facebook Live once again to help us stay centered in these moments of possible anxiety and stress in these uncertain times. And so I invite you to join with me if you so wish. And so I welcome you to going apart a while, as I've been doing each day around noon Pacific time and 3 o'clock Eastern time and all the times in between. And one of the things we're doing is seeking to build up our spiritual force fields and stay as centered as we can as we experience navigating through these interesting times that we're going through right now. You know, I think what we can do, as I like to do, is just share a few words to meditate, and collectively we can hold in our own awareness and our own consciousness words of truth. We want to remember that whenever two or more come together, there's power in that. So there's power when we have two or more come together to support something bigger than ourselves. And when we're not doing it alone, it does increase for us. You know, this morning, I was waking up. I woke up and I was thinking about the fact that here in California, we've got, I guess you would call it a lockdown. There's a restriction on travel unless you're going out to conduct some essential services such as grocery shopping or going to the doctor or working for essential services. So that's, kind of our reality at the moment. And I'm thinking about how to navigate through all of that when it comes to what needs to be done in my world. And when I woke up this morning, I looked outside, and we happened to be living on a lake. And so you can see the lake. And some days the lake is really very choppy. The wind is blowing, and the water is kind of, uneven. And this morning, when I looked out, it was extremely smooth, and it was like it wasn't a ripple in the water at all. And I have to tell you, I felt so at ease. It had a very soothing and calming effect, which water does for me personally. But particularly this morning, it really had a very soothing effect on me. And as a result of observing that, I realized that we always have the choice that to stay centered, regardless of what's going on, outside of us, that we have that choice to determine where we're going to direct our energy, where we're going to direct our attention. And we can take full responsibility for the energy that we project at any moment. And if we send out energy that's calming, then that's one type of energy that's good. Or there's energy that we can send out that adds to any of the confusion that is going on, sometimes the chaos or even the fear. We have a choice of what energy that we send out. So we want to, today I'm thinking about, just a thought for today is that every word that we speak has an energy. Every word that we speak has a tone. And the energy or the tone that we send out can either add to the confusion or add to the chaos or add to the fear, or it can help level things out. It can give us a calming effect, just as that lake that I looked at this morning did for me. And I think the more of us that decide that we want to send out energy that's even tempered, then as we do that, we can become more thoughtful and more caring. We can become more compassionate. And I consider these to be high vibration values. And the more likely we will be able to do the right and perfect actions when we're in that higher vibration. And I see a few people have come on. I see Elaine has come on, and I think there was David has come on. and he's reminding us to remain calm and mindful. So thanks for that reminder for all of us. So, when we do that, I think when we have that sense of exuding words of calm and energy, then it really has an effect on everyone around us as well. So good to hear that you're here, Kim, and you're sending out those even-tempered energy vibrations as well. Because when we do that, and we become more centered ourselves and more calm, then we send out that same energy to others around us to realize that they can also get that centeredness and become spiritually strong. And we don't have to send out that chaotic energy. We're in a world that is so connected, and we have so much potential within us, and we have so much capability within us. So no matter how challenging the experiences that we go through, and we all have challenges. We are going to be facing challenges. We're facing a challenge right now. That we have a force within us and that's around us that's far more powerful than any challenges that we may be going through or growing through. And I see that Lori Wood has come on and reminding us everywhere that we go, we bring her energy with us. So, I know I'm talking to the choir. Most of the people that get on this already know, the power of our words, the power of their energy. But we are just kind of reminding each other what it is that we can do to exude a more peaceful, calm energy. And as we do, we do all the things that we need to do to prepare ourselves in the outside. We follow the directions or the ideas that are coming from the health officials, the experts, as I say. And, we don't get caught up in emotional reaction. We don't overreact, but we just go forth with, solid preparation. And then we'll be able to get through this difficult time. And Chris Enright is telling us, all is well. You're right. Like I've been saying each day, that behind whatever pictures we're seeing, there is some unfolding good. And we'll be able to get through this together. So as I've been doing each day around this time, I've been picking up the daily word to read us, to get us centered in some way, shape, or form. And then I'll do my own meditation. So let's go ahead and find the daily word for today. I'm going on my phone now to get today's daily word. I read it earlier, but I get a chance to read it again. And today's daily word is forgive. And it reminds us that the forgiving love of God or Spirit moves through me and blesses others. When someone hurts me or someone I love, I may feel justified in holding on to thoughts of resentment. I may even defend my indignation. Yet deep inside, I know the truth. Only forgiveness can bring me the true healing that I need. It is not my nature to harbor thoughts of ill will for anyone, or anything for that matter, even what we're going through right now. Because as we cling to resentment, only harm comes to ourselves. So today we release others from blame. I let go of resentment and negative thinking. Forgiveness lifts a heavy load from my soul and from my heart. I feel free, refreshed, and renewed. I'm able to feel the love of God fully in my body and mind as I breathe more deeply and feel radiating waves of peace. And it reminded us in Luke 6:37, do not judge and you will not be judged. Do not condemn and you will not be condemned. Forgive and you will be forgiven. So right now we, engage in that forgiving energy. Even forgiving ourselves for maybe at times when we kind of get off the path and we're not seeing things from the highest point of view. And so let's take a few moments to go to that secret place of the Most High in prayer and our own meditation and give our attention to this presence that is always there for us. Let's feel it now. And so we do what Sharon is saying to us right now to do, which is to let go. Let's take a peaceful pause. And we rest in this peaceful pause with each breath we take. Each in-breath and out-breath. As we take them, we become more and more relaxed. We become more and more centered. We release ourselves from any chaos or confusion or fear that may be going through the outer world. So we breathe in and breathe out. And with each breath, we go deeper and deeper till we touch that secret place of the Most High. That place where there is perfect balance. That place where we're never hurt, harmed, or endangered in any way. That place that is changeless, regardless of the changes that are taking place in the outside world. We rest assured in that place now. It is a place that is beyond words, but very real. And it's called many different names. Some call it our inner divinity. Some refer to us closer than breathing. Some say it's nearer than our hands and feet. But regardless of what we call it, at this time we call it forth as the activity of our awareness, as the activity of our consciousness. We allow it to surround us and envelop us completely. And we feel this centered, peaceful energy flowing through every cell of our body temple. In this place where we know that it's changeless and can never be hurt, lies the truth of who and what we are. Lies that peace that passes all human understanding. Lies the health and the wholeness that is ours by our divine birthright. It leads us to right and compelling action when we lowly listen. There is perfect guidance available to us. We simply become still and know that this presence is there. And no matter what questions that we may have, when we lowly listen, we realize it has the answer even before we know how to formulate the question. It is an all-knowing presence, an all-healing presence that will never leave us or can forsake us in any way, shape, or form. We trust in that presence now. For we realize this presence and I and all of us are one. And as we allow our thoughts to think from this presence, as we speak from this energetic presence, allow our actions to be in tune with this presence, we see that we can rise above the circumstances that we face. And of course, we connect with each other because we are one in the spirit. And whenever two or more are gathered together for a divine and perfect spiritual idea, it cannot help but reveal itself. So we're coming together now. We're holding the high vibration. We're seeing things from the highest point of view. And as we begin to see our experiences for how they can help us and that they can be for us, and how they can move us from where we are to where we can be in our potential, then we rest assured that this presence is on the field. And indeed, all is well. We have to let go of our human understanding. For this presence is beyond what our human capability may know at any given time. But we trust in this presence. And as we release and let go, and let this presence have its way with us, we have a revelation. And in that revelation, healings happen. Upliftment takes place for ourselves individually and for the very planet in which we live. We are transformed by the renewing of our minds and our hearts. So we take that peaceful pause now. And we deepen our connection with this presence. With each breath in, each breath out. Until we realize that we are in the presence of pure being. We are in the presence of health and wholeness. And each of these qualities is our life. They are what we are. For we are not separate from it. We are it. So we give thanks that we can direct our thoughts and words that exude peace and centeredness and calm. And in that space, we will always know the right thing to do. We are grateful that we can be the vessels and vehicles of the presence. We are the way this presence gets around this world. So we do our part, knowing this presence will provide the increase in the knowledge and the know-how along the way. And so it is, and so we let it be. And so it is. Carol Manson is reminding us that we are one in the spirit. And in that spiritual oneness, I've been affirming these words each day as we move through this experience that we're going through. And I just invite you to take them in. And even though I've been repeating them, after a while, they'll be part of our being. And as they become part of our being, it shows up in our world. We are in the presence of pure spirit. Our planet is immersed in the truth that life love and health and wholeness is our very essence. We radiate our wholeness as we draw on the one and only source of life, the Spirit of the living God. Spirit pours its quickening life in each individual and our planet as we turn our attention to its healing presence. We trust Spirit to restore us to harmony and health, and everything not in alignment with that harmony and health returns to the nothingness from which it has come, never to exist again. We give thanks for this, and we are grateful. So it is. Peace and blessings to you. Keep on keeping on. Keep building up that force field. And I know I'll be here at least every Monday through Friday, helping us collectively build up that force field. But I may do it at other times as needed as well. So have a magnificent day and keep holding the high watch. And we'll get through all of this together. Take care. Bye-bye.